What's going on, guys? Illegal Defense, our NFL segment. We're going to get into it. Great games this week, especially with the game of the year so far. We've had the Vikings versus the Bills. The final score was Vikings 33, Bills 30. They took care of business on the road in overtime and crazy game. I mean, from the Justin Jefferson catch to just getting into overtime and just the constant stops. Just was a crazy, crazy game. So
Yeah, this game did not disappoint at all. We highlighted this as one of the games that we previewed for the week. We talked about, how big of a game it was. The Bills, one of the better teams in the NFL. The Vikings, second best record in the NFL. And look, the Vikings, they go into Buffalo. They showed some fight. The Bills kind of went up a little bit early. Vikings then bounced back, and then it was kind of a neck and neck game for the rest of the way. That last, few minutes of regulation was nonstop action. We had big plays being made, incredible I mean, Justin Jefferson made a bunch of great catches in this game.
yeah,
Stephon Diggs made an amazing catch earlier in the game that Justin Jefferson comes back, makes the catch of the year. Nobody talked about, Stephon
just
Diggs'
Stephon
catch
Diggs shot.
anymore, or even the other Justin Jefferson catches that he made.
Oh yeah,
So yeah, I mean, look, that guy was just going off, and Kirk Cousins was either getting him the ball or putting the ball somewhere for
in
Justin
his
Jefferson to make
radius.
the play.
Yeah,
And yeah, that guy was, unguardable almost.
yeah, he was electric all game, and I don't think anybody ever like doubts Justin Jefferson's receiving abilities. Me personally, I didn't really buy into the hype because like you have these rookie receivers where they have a great rookie year and then they go into the next year and it's kind of like it doesn't translate as much. They kind of take a step back, but I mean, this game kind of cemented like Justin Jefferson as like, hey, listen, I'm here. You guys have Stephon Diggs on the sidelines, but I'm the star of the show, and he outperformed Stephon Diggs, and he had a great game in
Yeah.
general. So
Yeah, yeah, incredible game by him. I mean, look, we could even, a lot of people. I saw the graphic all after the game about how that was maybe the most fair trade in history. The Vikings getting rid of Stephon Diggs to Buffalo for the pick that turns into Justin Jefferson.
yeah,
So both teams benefited from that. They both kind of got what they needed, and but yeah, look, I mean, Vikings go and they're get into position to potentially win the game. And as the final seconds are going off, or a little before the final seconds are going off, they can't convert fourth down at the goal line.
right.
The Bills get the ball back. They're at the like half-yard line,
And
and
it's
they fumble the snap,
uh,
and the Vikings come away with the ball. Um, to win the game, or
the
this is actually in overtime, and so for the ending to go like that, I mean, just incredible all around. Regulation was crazy, and yeah, look, it certainly is the game of the year so far. I mean, as soon as the game happened, though, people were saying, and I was like, I don't know. But when you take a step back and
and you
really
really
think
see it.
of the entirety of the game and remember all the crazy moments that happened, it's for sure been the best game so far this year, and might be the best game we see for a while. But we do have playoffs right around the corner, and that's
Yeah.
guaranteed to be some interesting stuff going on there.
Yeah, even those Saturday games, we never know what we'll get with those where it's kind of like there's so much at stake. So, but we'll see what happens. Another great game that happened was the Chargers versus the 49ers. Chargers visited the 49ers. They lost 16 to 22. The Niners kind of took care of business. They weren't completely explosive in the passing game, but Jimmy Garoppolo does enough. I mean, this was something that we talked about earlier on in the season and what he's able to do. And Chargers, man, that kind of disappointing. 16 points wasn't a lot, and kind of expected a little bit more from that offense. So
Yeah, I mean, when we previewed this game last week, I kind of saw it going this way. For some reason, I've been pretty good with the Niners in general, like it seems like a lot of these pass heavy teams,
Hmm.
they go and they play the 49ers and they can't get the job done. That's not, you need a much more balanced attack to
Right.
be able to um, put up points against that defense. If you're going to just try to throw the ball all over the field on them, it's not really going to work out for you that well. And the Chargers, we know, Keenan Allen can't get on the field. We saw them struggling with injuries all year. Mike Williams has been in and out the lineup.
Right.
Look, Herbert, it takes nothing away from Herbert. He's a great quarterback, but when you don't have your playmakers, it's hard to get things done. And then on the ground, look, Austin Eckler is a great player, but he's not, a
It's not like
Derrick
a
Henry
30
or something.
carry,
Yeah, that's going to
25 to
be
30
able
carry back.
to force his way in. And even, we see games Derrick Henry can't make things happen against defenses like this. So, yeah, tough night for the Niners. Or for the Chargers. The Niners were just really able to use their all around game with defense, being able to run the ball, hit plays over the top or short passes when they need to, and yeah, just really kind of shorten the game and keep the opposing team's offense off the field.
Yeah. So that should be that. We'll see what happens later on with the Chargers and also even the 49ers. They've had an interesting season. A lot of changes, a lot of kind of adjustments as the season went on. But with that being said, we're gonna get into their divisional rivals, the Seahawks, versus the Bucks. It was the Seahawks. They lost 16-21. They kind of rallied a little bit towards the end of the game. And I mean, what an environment. I mean, you would think they were actually in America, but it was just that environment outside, like that morning game was just like, oh wow, like
Yeah, that
you know,
it was actually they definitely weren't in America because America, our games don't have that kind of vibe.
right, right,
You
right.
could probably argue that was one of the better regular season game vibes we've had. Um, and yeah, look, the crowd was crazy over there in Germany.
Yeah.
Those guys clearly they love their football over
Hmm.
there, and it's certainly a market that the NFL is going to need to
Take a look
tap
at.
into. We have the tons of London games. Look, those are fun. Those are great. We get to have guys go over there and play for that crowd, but yeah, Munich is certainly a place where the NFL, I'm sure, is figuring out right now how to get as many games they can over there
Yeah.
because that environment was, through the roof. It was great. Everybody was talking about it. Even all the you know, what would you call it? Networks that send their teams over there. Even they couldn't stop raving about how
How
great
crazy it was.
everything was. Those guys were cheering nonstop. They're singing along with songs. The game ends. These guys are still in the stands having a party, pretty much.
Yeah, just having a blast.
And you look, and that's fun to see, and that's exactly what this game needs. But yeah, Brady gets to get back on track here. Much needed win against the Seahawks. The Seahawks, a great team in their own right. We've been talking about how they've come out this year and really made some things happen. Geno Smith able to, make some plays. The defense being
Right.
opportunistic. Their rookie corner Tariq Woolen being able to, come away with tons of picks so far. But yeah, Brady able to kind of get the
Take care of business.
take care of business, get the job done, and get them pointed on the right direction so they could get back on track and make a push for the playoffs.
Yeah, and this seems like this is Brady's kind of repertoire where it's like, oh, is Brady done yet? Or oh, is Brady? And it's like as a fan now seeing it, like it's great to see him kind of stride. This is we're in the battlegrounds of real football where it's November, weather starts to take a toll on teams, injuries. We really get to see the team's true identities play in tough environments. And Tom Brady strives to do that. So great to see the Bucks get back on track in Germany.